Imagine you are lying in bed on a Tuesday morning, and before you've even opened your eyes, that familiar heavy fog is already clouding your mind. You reach for your phone with one hand and a sugary coffee with the other, hoping for that quick kick to start your day. The twist is that this innocent morning ritual is actually a chemical signal that is silently rewiring your brain and suffocating your internal organs from the inside out. This isn't just a minor habit. It is a crisis affecting hundreds of thousands of people every year who suffer from fatigue, weight gain, and brain fog without ever knowing the cause. Tonight, you will learn exactly what happens to your physiology and your cognitive function when you break that cycle for just 30 days, and the miracle grow your brain starts producing the moment the toxin is gone. If you are an adult over 50 or 60, you have likely been told that losing your edge or feeling tired is just a natural part of getting older. That is not fear-mongering. That is medicine. And this message could literally save your life. Your body was designed to be a high-performance engine, fueled by steady, reliable energy. But when you consume refined sugars and starches, you aren't just eating. You are dropping a match into a physiological minefield. Your pancreas is forced into protective mode, flooding your system with insulin to combat the spike. Your liver becomes a clogged filter, unable to process the onslaught of fructose, turning it directly into fat. Your brain's reward centers become desensitized to dopamine, demanding higher doses just to feel normal. Chronic inflammation begins to simmer in your arteries like a silent, invisible fire. A landmark study published in The Lancet has linked high sugar intake to a direct, measurable increase in systemic inflammation. Tonight, you will learn how to extinguish that fire once and for all. The 7 stages of transformation. 7. The withdrawal peak. Days 1-3. The first deadly nighttime habit most people have is thinking they can quit sugar without a fight. Sugar is a drug that feeds into a reward pathway in the brain identical to cocaine and heroin. During the first 72 hours, your body enters a state of metabolic confusion. Because it is used to burning cheap glucose, it hasn't yet upregulated the enzymes needed to burn your own body fat. A study in Nature Communications found that sugar dependence alters the neurons in the midbrain, creating a powerful craving loop. I once worked with a 62-year-old woman named Sarah who felt flu-like symptoms just 2 days after quitting her morning soda. She didn't realize her brain was literally in withdrawal. The fix: stay the course for just 96 hours. By day 4, the metabolic machinery begins to repair itself and the cravings will start to stabilize. Pro tip: most people get this wrong. They try to cut calories and sugar at the same time. To succeed, eat plenty of healthy fats during these first 3 days to give your brain an alternative fuel source while it resets. 6. The insulin reset. Days 4-7. By the end of the first week, your insulin levels begin to plummet for the first time in years. Insulin is a storage hormone. It locks away your fat cells. When insulin drops, the key finally turns, allowing your body to access stored fat for energy. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation shows that reducing sugar intake can lower fasting insulin levels significantly within just 7 days. A 55-year-old male patient reported losing 5 pounds in week 1. It wasn't just fat, it was the massive inflammation and water weight held by his high-sugar diet. The fix: drink 16 ounces of water with a pinch of sea salt in the morning to support your kidneys as they flush out excess fluid. 5. The brain's miracle grow. Days 8-14. This is where the real magic happens for your cognitive health. Your body starts producing BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as miracle grow for your neurons. It protects your brain from shrinkage and helps repair damaged neural connections that were dulled by years of sugar. Clinical trials show that reducing sugar and implementing short fasting windows significantly boosts BDNF levels in older adults. The fix: incorporate a 20-minute brisk walk after your last meal. The combination of no sugar and movement is the ultimate brain builder. Pro tip: stop right now and think honestly. How many times this week did you feel like you couldn't focus on a simple task? That is the sugar talking, not your age. 4. The taste bud rewiring. Days 15-20. Around day 20, your taste receptors actually begin to change. High sugar intake numbs your taste buds. As they recover, you will find that a simple bell pepper or a handful of almonds taste incredibly sweet and flavorful. One patient told me he tried a piece of birthday cake after 20 days and had to spit it out. It tasted like pure metallic chemicals. His body had finally learned to know better. The fix: try eating 1 piece of 85% dark chocolate tonight. You'll be amazed at the complex flavors you used to miss when your palate was drowned in sugar. 3. The arterial calm. Days 21-25. Sugar is the most dangerous substance for your blood pressure, often even more so than salt. High sugar causes the body to retain sodium and triggers systemic inflammation that stiffens your arterial walls. When you quit, the silent fire dies down and your vessels become more elastic. The American Heart Association has noted that cutting added sugars can lead to significant drops in systolic blood pressure in as little as 3 weeks. The fix: check your blood pressure at the same time every morning. Seeing the numbers drop will be your greatest motivation to keep going. 2. The liver purge, days 26 to 28. Your liver finally gets a chance to breathe as it stops being a dumping ground for fructose. Without constant sugar, the liver begins burning through its own stored fat. This is how you begin to reverse non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Pro tip: here is the detail almost nobody mentions. Your skin will start to glow in week 4 because your liver is finally filtering toxins efficiently again. 1. The immune fortress, day 30. By day 30, you have built a biological fortress against disease. High blood sugar paralyzes white blood cells, making them less effective at attacking viruses. By day 30, your immune system is operating at 100% capacity. A 68-year-old patient who used to get every seasonal bug realized after 30 days of no sugar that she hadn't reached for a tissue in a month. The fix: celebrate day 30 by noting your mental clarity and stable energy. You aren't just healthier, you are a different person. Here is your complete daily protocol to ensure, with an E, your success. 7 a.m., 16 Oz water with a squeeze of real lemon, no sweetener, to wake up the liver. 8:30 a.m., a high-protein, high-fat breakfast, eggs, avocado, to prevent mid-morning insulin spikes. 2 p.m., the sugar check. If you feel a craving, drink a glass of water and walk for 5 minutes. 8 p.m., close the kitchen. No calories after this time to allow for a 12-hour mini-fast that boosts BDNF production. This routine reduces your risk of metabolic syndrome by over 43% according to recent research. You can start this tonight, not next week. Tonight. Each of these steps alone is powerful. Together, they create a perfect storm of healing. We have covered breaking the chemical addiction of the first 72 hours, unlocking fat burning by dropping insulin, feeding your brain Miracle Grow, BDNF, purging the liver, and building an immune fortress. This is not fate. This is preventable. Your heart and your brain have been working for you for decades without asking for anything in return. They have filtered your blood and powered your thoughts while you unknowingly fueled them with toxins. Start giving them something back tonight. You are not a passive victim of your age. You are the architect of your health. Take control. Subscribe. Every week, I share life-saving health information explained clearly for adults over 50. Like, it helps this message reach others who may not know they are at risk. Comment: I want to hear your commitment. Type, "I am changing this tonight," in the comments below. Share this with a partner, a parent, or a friend. You may never know whose life you protect. I will see you in the next video.